Hello, hello. We are Green Spaces Alliance. We are a nonprofit organization which mission is to sustain the natural environment and enhance urban spaces through land conservation, community engagement, and education. A few of our programs are land conservation, which is to conserve land over the aquifer. Another one of our programs is Picture Your World, which is focused on the youth to engage students to see nature through the lenses of a camera. Another one of our programs is the Urban Land and Water, which focuses in bringing educational opportunities and programming to the different communities in the San Antonio area. This is aligned perfectly with the mission of this conference, which is to combat food insecurities. Who am I? I am Zanel Pizarro, and I am the Community Conservation Coordinator, and my role is to provide and organize educational events within our Community Gardens Network. I assist gardeners and members of their gardens with all their gardening and workshop questions. So, what are we presenting today? We are here presenting to you today what is a community garden, who can start one, how do you start one, and how do you participate from an existing garden? So, the first one, what is a community garden? Well, a community garden is a group of members from a community or a group or a church that come together and they just want to start learning about gardening. They want to teach others. They want to share different traditions and cultural events. So they come together and they make a plan. They say, okay, we want to be focused on medicinal gardening, or we want to be focused on fruit tree growing. We want to be focused on rain harvesting. So you just need a theme and a purpose of why you're creating that space. Then, how do you do it? Well, you just have to reach out to your community members and you set up a meeting, and so you put it in paper and you create a plan of what it is that you want to do and what you want to start a group to start gardening and start teaching others how to garden. Who can do this? Well, anyone can do it. We have many different types of community gardens here in San Antonio. Ones are focused on children's themes, children activities. They have different workshops geared towards teaching children where food comes from. Other gardens are geared towards the elderly community. So they can be focused on having raised beds so that if they have any mobility issues, they can easily access that space where they are going to learn about gardening and nature and how they can grow their own foods. Other gardens can be focused on how to teach people who come from other countries that might not have the the means to buy food at the grocery store. So they want to make sure they conserve those traditions that they've come from generation to generation, and they can teach future generations how to grow those vegetables they used to consume in their land of origin. So anyone can start a community garden. It's not defined by color, by age, anyone can really start a community garden. You just have to gather a group and just start. You can learn more information about how we help you as a nonprofit organization to start your community garden at greensatx.org. There we also have different types of events where you can come, and some are free, some are very minimal amounts to attend. They're online, they're also in person, always following the guidelines that the city mandates. But you can be outdoors to be able to enjoy the weather, enjoy your family that immediately lives with you, or you can just come and learn, or you can do it at the comfort of your home as well through online events. So you've heard today from Eco Central. You heard also from Gardopia Gardens. They're part of our Community Gardens Network. Today, I'll leave with you one of our members here at El Dorado Community Garden, which is Raynette King, and she will let you know how this garden came to be, what she's proud of, and what are the benefits of having a community garden here in the northeast side of San Antonio. So I'll leave you with Renee in just a minute.
Okay, we're trading trading the camera here. Hi, I'm Renette King, and I am very delighted that I had an opportunity to be one of the founders of this El Dorado Community Garden. This space used to be a tennis court, a defunct tennis court that nobody ever used. There was weeds and grass growing through it. The concrete was broken up. It was a terrible mess. So you wouldn't believe it, but there were hundreds of people that helped us. Many donated things that were needed. Many came out here and worked hard to break up all of the concrete. Can you imagine? And there were people that got backhoes and all kinds of things. We were out here with pickaxes, and it took a lot of people, all ages, and from all over this community garden and all over this neighborhood and beyond. And I'm just so proud of the people. For many years, there were people that we tried to get involved. I've been involved with the neighborhood association, and there were people you'd knock on the door and they'd never answer, just act like they didn't ever want you to know they were even in there. But when we said in the announcement in our newsletter that we were going to have a community garden, people came out of the woodwork and helped to donate. And over here are some cisterns. These wonderful cisterns were donated by one of our neighbors across the street from the community garden. He donated these 3 large food grade cisterns, which collect rainwater, and we're delighted that the UTSA architecture students built this beautiful structure for us, which not only provides shade, there's a tool shed on the back for us to put in our large tools and our wheelbarrow, but there's a rain chain, and we can collect the water from the roof from this wonderful thing into these. And then we have hoses coming out that can water the gardens. It's just amazing what you can do when people work together. Many things have been donated. We have community garden beds. People can rent a bed, and we allow anybody to belong to this garden. You don't have to live in El Dorado. You can live any place and be a part. And you don't even have to pay any money to be a part. If you come and you participate and you water, like I do, or you weed, or you whatever, help in the garden, you get to reap of the produce from the community beds. We have events here. Sometimes we have a fire pit over there, and we have, in the cold weather, we like to have s'mores parties. We have a lot of fun. So it's a great place to be. And even during COVID, we're still prospering. I want you to know I recruited some people that live over in another district, and they are about just 20 minutes away. And they planted this gorgeous bed here in 6 and 5. And as you can see, their bed is prospering. They came and solarized it, and there was nothing there for quite a while. And then everything has been producing like crazy. They have wonderful broccoli. They have lettuce. They have beans. They have all kinds of cabbage, everything you can think of growing, and very, very healthy things. We have community beds, and we have herbs. I came today to harvest some of our rosemary. We have basil and all kinds of wonderful things growing here. So it's been a lot of fun. And let me show you the latest gift that just came today. I'm so delighted to see. Someone donated us this beautiful greenhouse. So we're thrilled to have this, and you know how useful this is going to be for freezing weather. So some of our members came together and assembled it for us today. But this is a tremendous asset to our garden. We're just delighted to have so many things added. We have a beautiful picnic table over here near our fire pit, and we have a lot of fun. So this has been a really fun place, and I can hardly believe how it's brought all the community together. So everybody enjoys it. There's something here for everybody. And I love the children's events that are for teaching events, because we have people that will teach about composting, people that will teach about how to make a scarecrow, people that will teach about planting and watering, every detail of gardening, so that everybody has a great time. So I love this place, and it's kind of the heart of the community. Would you like to add some more information, Zanelle?
Yes, I will. Yes, so this is one of our many community gardens throughout San Antonio. If you would like to volunteer or you would like to join one of our gardens, you can send us an email to community@greensatx.org. And you can also go to our website and you can join the different events that we have all throughout San Antonio. This year, we're already planning the events that are going to happen on 2021. We're going to have a lot of presenters. We're going to have a lot of experts. We're going to have gardeners who just teach you the way it has worked for them. So there's no level of expertise that you need to have. Any experience that you have, we'll use it. If it worked for you, it might not work for somebody else, but at least it's knowledge that you're sharing with somebody. Somebody might use another method, and that's okay too. Just we want to come together as a community and make sure that we're creating green spaces all throughout San Antonio. We want to make sure that we combat those food insecurities, that you don't have to go to the grocery store to have fruit and vegetables available or herbs in your kitchens. We just want to make sure that you at least have the knowledge and you can pass that on into your children, or you can ask your abuela to for their expertise and the herbs she uses in different soups and stews. So even food recipes are shared here in our different community gardens. There's a space, like Brenna was mentioning, for everybody in our different communities. We have gardens in the northeast side of San Antonio, in the northwest, in the southwest, the southeast. All throughout San Antonio, we have different community gardens, and I'm pretty sure you can be a part of one of them. Maybe if there's not one close to your community, maybe you can start one. Maybe you can gather a group of different residents, and maybe a church, maybe a school garden too. That would also you be able to participate through starting a community garden. So there's no right or wrong answer. I'm sorry. So just come and join us here at El Dorado Community Garden, or you can join any other community gardens within our network here with Green Spaces Alliance. You can go to know more events and more information to www.greensatx.org. And I'll repeat that, www.greensatx.org. And you can find more information there about the different programs that we have. Let me just tell you the latest news too. I'm bilingual. I speak Spanish. So now we're also hosting different workshops in Spanish. So si hablas español y quieres saber sobre nuestros diferentes actividades que tenemos, yo te puedo ayudar. No importa el lenguaje que hables, aquí te podemos ayudar en tu lengua nativa, en español. So if you didn't understand what I just said, I just said that it doesn't matter if you don't speak English. I speak Spanish. So if you want to attend different workshops in Spanish, we are offering those too. You just have to go into our website and find out when those events are happening. We're starting to put a lot of the events that we're going to have in 2021 so that Spanish speaking folks can also attend and learn about gardening and continue those traditions that they have brought from their ancestors. So if you have any more questions, please reach out to us. To the community at greensatx.org. And I think Raynette has a question.
Yes, I have some questions for you, Zanelle. These are brand new boards on these beds. The boards had become warped since this garden has been in operation for several years.
Yes.
And I think that Green Spaces provided these boards, right?
Yes, that's right.
And the nails and
so let me show you here real quick what is happening to these beds. So this garden was founded in 2015, and the sun beating on the garden every single day, the watering, the pressure of the soil in there. So it has split the wood open. So with our community gardens within our network, we also provide resources and financial assistance so that you can continue and you can sustain your garden. So we don't just help you create a community garden and just leave you to just fend for yourself and just deal with whatever comes, like the splitting of the boards here. We help you financially as well. We have different partners that we work with. And so they all help us so we can make sure that you are a successful community garden. So you're not alone in this. We help you in every step of the way. We help you with all the ins and outs, all the hows, all the questions that you might have in Spanish and English. So any questions that you have, please reach out to us. We're here to help you. We're here to make sure your members and yourself are a successful resource to your communities. That's what we want. We want for you to be able to help others, just as we are trying to help different communities to combat those food insecurities. So, do you have any more questions right now?
Yes, I
Yes, go ahead.
do. Now, when we started this garden, we did it with tremendous help from Green Spaces. They provided all the wood for our above ground beds, and they provided the nails, and they provided the soil too, didn't they?
Yes. We helped you with help with El Dorado Community Garden and with many other gardens to start your community from the ground up, all the way up. We help with the different fruit trees. We helped with the harvest station. That was actually done. We went through the planning stages. We went
That
through
was
the
fun.
Yes, that was fun with the UTSA group. We want to especially thank Dr. Professor Daryl Allenbush because he was the mastermind behind this great construction here. It serves a purpose, like Renette mentioned. It serves as a harvest station. We can do cooking demos there. We can also harvest water from the rain, and it has like a catchment system that it goes to our cisterns as well. Then we can have shade as well. So we also have it as a communication board. It also serves as a closet where we put our tools in once we're done with the gardening and they stay secure. So there's a lot of partnership when we start a community garden and then all the years to come.
And provided seeds.
Yes, we have received seeds as donations. So we are also connected with other entities and they sometimes give us donations and we funnel that down to the different community gardens.
Mhm.
So we are a nonprofit that are really into what our mission is. And we want to be there to support you, to support your group, to ensure that you are a successful space for your community to come together.
Let's go show them our beautiful trees we have.
Okay, perfect. I'll hold the camera
Okay.
and you can show them.
Okay, we just got some more trees. We have one on either side of our compost bin. We just moved our compost bin from the entrance to over here where it's not such a site. We have, I'm sorry, we just moved from our compost from the front where people would first come in the garden would see it to over here so it's not such a, unsightly mess. And then we got a brand new tree that we just planted here. I don't remember which kind this one is, but I know that we kind of alternated our fruit trees. A Sunglow nectarine, yay! So that was donated to us, a nectarine.
And can you explain why there's hay
I
there?
believe that Lauren put all this hay here to protect it from the freezing that may come and to keep the moisture around the tree. So I believe that's the purpose of that. I like the work people have done with bricks around here. I think that's very attractive. We were alternating our satsuma trees with others. This is a beautiful tree that's been here for a little while, and it's doing very, very well. We also have lights in our garden. So this garden is even beautiful at night. We have our solar lights throughout the garden. This, I believe, is a peach tree, and it's been doing very well. We just planted a brand new satsuma here that's hidden under all of this hay, but we're still watering it and keeping it nice, and it's very green and lush, as you can see. So the hay's doing its job to keep it healthy and in spite of whatever else is going on. There's some rosemary. It's been there quite a while. I like our garden. Let's go back to the corner over here. We have a butterfly garden. Those are fun, especially for children. We like planting flowers as well as vegetables in our garden and fruits. We've got some pretty things here. I just harvested. It's one of our butterfly habitats here. They like different colors. I say like red, and I know the hummingbirds like red. I just harvested some of this beautiful rosemary to take home. Today we have purple sage. I really, really enjoy showing people the beautiful vegetables that are growing so well. This is our community bed here. You see how pretty it is? I like to harvest the green onions that are doing very well. Here's another community bed here. Very colorful. I have some spearmint right here. You like mint tea? And this is Patty and David's beds that I recruited. So despite the fact that COVID's going on, we're still getting brand new people that are concerned about their immune system. But what's good for your immune system? Gardening. So we're very delighted that you joined us today. And like I said, you can join this community garden if you would like, or any community garden in your area. We're delighted to have you. And Green Spaces is there for us, and I know they'll be there for you for whatever you need.
Thank you, Renee. We appreciate all the great information that you have provided for us today about your community garden. So we thank you guys for joining us today. And again, I'm your Community Conservation Coordinator. I'm Zanelle Pizarro. If you need to communicate with us, email us at community@greensatx.org or visit our website at www.greensatx.org. Thank you and have a great day.